I have a few holes in my musical catalog, and when I identify those holes, I try to fill them in. This particular month, I have kind of jumped into two different genres where I've listened to a lot of the genres, but I've got holes in those genres. This month is punk or prog goes punk. It's prog goes punk. The reason I say that is because each month we're starting off with a prog album and following it up with a punk album. Today, we are going to be starting Prog Goes Punk with Styx, The Grand Illusion. Now, this is wildly a genre, like a band that I've just not really jumped on into. Like I know that the hits, right? Like we've all heard "Come Sail Away." I think we've all said "Domo Arigato," Mr. Roboto, but that's really as far as I got. Right? Like I don't know any of their names. I don't know what makes them, awesome or not awesome. I know that scene in Big Daddy where they were like, the only reason that that Styx got a bad whap because most critics are cynical assholes. Like that's like what I know about Styx is from that little kid in an Adam Sandler movie. So yeah, guys, have any of you heard this album? Who in the chat right now is jumping into this album with me for the first time? And who is like deep into this album? Like who's heard this album? Guys, I'm gonna hit the play button on this thing. It looks like we got a tight 39 minutes. And thank you so much for them tiggle bitties. I love yous. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So it looks like a lot of us are hopping into this thing for the first time. I love it. Okay, great. There is nothing better than a big old music discovery stream where all of us are just in going for it. So, guys, I'm going to hit the play button on this thing. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Twitch. These people over here are actually the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. We would love to have you by. And also, because I said I would do this literally like an hour ago, I'm just definitely 100% shouting out my mother-in-law's best friend, Pat. And I'm saying this right now because I just got back from, and my wife says, hi, Pat. I just got back from Guitar Center where my in-laws got me the most wonderful wedding gift ever. They bought me a walnut Gibson ES335 with block inlays. I'm so unbelievable. Like it's the dream guitar, the lifelong dream guitar. And that like heck of a wedding gift. Unbelievable. And Pat is literally a person who initially started watching my channel to snoop on me to make sure I wasn't going to do any harm to Melissa. And she became a Rooski in the process. Like she watches the videos, she's on the music journeys with us. She just can't make it to stream because she lives in the East. But guys, shout out to Pat. Can I get W's for Pat in the chat? Can we get, Pat chat W's? Let's go. Let's get some, yeah, let's get some. There we go. Thank you, Pat, ma'am. Thank you for your support. I really think it went a long way to smooth things over as far as me marrying Mel over there. So thank you. Guys, without further ado, The Grand Illusion, Styx. By the way, in case you were wondering, the guitar's name is Jersey Girl. Okay. Kind of trumpety, but not. I don't know what I think about that. The thing you got to know about Styx is that it's basically a balancing act between two opposing forces, aka their two main singer-songwriters. Keyboardist Dennis DeYoung writes the more dramatic ballady stuff, whereas guitarist Tommy Shaw writes the hard rockers. Other guitarist James J.Y. Young typically gets one song and album, and the Panazza brothers, Chuck and John, play bass and drums respectively. Okay, so the family's the rhythm section, huh? So with all that in mind, W. Pat. Oh. That was good. bringing it back to get this intro transition.
Welcome to the grand illusion. Come on in and see what's happening. Pay the price, get your tickets for the show. The stage is set, the band starts playing. Suddenly your heart is pounding, wishing secretly you were a star.
I really like that. It's coming in definitely huge, definitely like I don't want to say Geddy Lee's voice, but something similar to it, right? Like with that high pitch thing going on, but like less nasally than Geddy Lee, perhaps. Also, perhaps less high pitch, but I don't know, a similar concept. And I'm not saying this is a comparison. I'm because of course they were contemporaries, but definitely. And who's the one singing this one, by the way?
Don't be fooled by the radio,
Love that guitar tone.
the TV or the magazine.
Dennis. Okay, thank you.
Show you photographs of how your life should be. Compared to someone else's fantasies.
Whoa.
So if you think your life is complete confusion, because you never win the game,
Listen to the bass line.
just remember that it's a grand illusion. 'Cause deep inside we're all the same. All the same.
Yes, guys, man, Styx is our vibe, isn't it? Golly goodness, did that not just? And is this not timeless writing? Like, it really feels like it's a comment on modern day, like media. You know, it's kind of nuts. I'm really surprised. So welcome to the Grand Illusion. Come on in and see what's happening. Pay the price. Get your ticket for the show now. Or the stage is set. The band starts playing. Suddenly, your heart is pounding, wishing secretly you were a star. Don't be fooled by the radio, TV, or magazines. It's almost like they're saying, "Hey, what you see of us and fame is just an illusion. It's only what people want you to see." Because you never win the game, and it's just a grand illusion. Deep inside, we're all the same. I love that concept. Like it's we're people too. Like it's just like you see this thing that you think we have, and we don't.
All the same.
Whoa! The organ in the back. I almost just want to run that solo back because I was really impressed by it. So Rush and Styx were both second-gen prog bands following in the footsteps of Crimson Genesis, and yes, but a little more commercial streamlined. Okay. I wonder if Rush would agree with you on the comment of commercial and streamlined. That same, but it pans. It like bounces back and forth. And then you've got that which goes left to right. Oh boy, that sounds lovely. That drum panning, too. I just caught that on this second listen through. That was nuts. I love the lyricism here, so huge. Guitar interweaving. The crescendo pans. You hear that? The crescendo of the cymbal pan. Unreal. Hey, night sky. By Sky. This song wailed. I really, again, America Spells competition. Join us in our blind ambition. Get yourself a new motor car. Unreal. When I left my career in like corporate finance, I worked for an automotive. I worked in the automotive side of lending, and I'm a much happier person now away from that life. But it hits, when you kind of look at your life and realize you grew up with all of these ideals and you had all of these principles that you'd like to think that you believe in, and then you look at your life and you realize you just totally gave in to those things because it felt like necessity. And it's, looking at this, feeling like, I made a decision for me, like instead of chasing wealth, I chased happiness, and didn't make a whole lot of sense to the guys I worked with, but it made plenty of sense to me, and I'm a much happier person for it. But it does feel like this is the case, and it's kind of sad, because I'm very much now having come from a place like where I feel like things don't define us. It's like this does. And again, just the concept that we are all the same. I love that. It almost feels like it's kind of I remember there was this episode of Black Mirror where everybody's like riding the bicycles and like earning their energy points that like they basically live off of. And like, yeah, it's like once somebody elevates themselves out of that, it's just like a slightly nicer version of the same thing. It's nuts. But anyways, the Grand Illusion just really hits. Definitely a good start. Whoa, maybe I've heard this one. I feel like this intro I've heard somewhere. This is nice. It's like that sound, this whole intro is certainly familiar. I don't know that I could tell you any of the words. I've certainly never sat and listened to it critically, but I feel like I've heard this sound before, whether in just passing in classic rock radio or like in the garage of somebody, I don't know. those synths are absolutely nice. And the acoustic strums. It's like such a nice blend. The acoustic guitar, the bells, and the acoustic, like in the synth. Whoa. The synths are nuts. Okay, so there's certainly familiarity in this song, at least through that part. Ooh. Listen to that chunky acoustic guitar after that transition. The bass! Just little, are those little octaves?
See the world through your cynical light. You were trouble, young man, I can tell. You got it all in the palm of your hand, but your hands wet with sweat, and your head needs a rest. And you're fooling yourself if you don't believe it. You're kidding yourself if you don't believe it. Why must you be such an angry young man when your future looks quite bright to me? And how can there be such a sinister plan that could hide such a lamb, such a caring young man? And you're fooling yourself if you don't believe it.
Dude, I'm so juiced. You see the world through your cynical eyes. You're a troubled young man, I can tell. You've got it all in the palm of your hand, but your hand's wet with sweat and your head needs a rest. Like, whoa. I'm so digging in on this. And again, why must you be such an angry young man? Like, in this, you're kidding yourself if you don't believe it. Like, just the comment on, like, I can't help but see. I mean, I guess both me and other people. Like, and maybe I'm at the age now where the first time I'm like seeing younger people, and I'm thinking like, what possibilities must lie ahead of them, right? Like, and I know, like, I'm 33. I'm going on, like, I'll be 34 next month, but it's like I'm seeing my nieces and my nephews, and I think like how they're such wonderful, and my little, like, my adopted siblings, and I think how they're such wonderful people, and like, man, what must lie ahead of them? And then I recall people in my life saying that to me, and seeing where my life ended up, and in some respects being like, man, I really let them down, and others being like, man, I really didn't too, though. But I just, the concept of cynicism and anger, and kind of just, I don't know. I like that we're addressing that, because it's not helpful at all to live through life that way, being sinister, angry, or cynical. I mean, there's good and bad in everything, but
You're killing yourself. Get up, get back on your feet. You're the one that can be.
yeah.
Come on, let's see what you got. Just take your best shot and don't blow it.
These guys were so inspirational. The bass transition. It's so nice. The synth work is just they got hate back in the day for being too positive. Like, I don't understand why. Like, anybody can listen to, like, you have to have a full spectrum of music, right? Like, and hey, no sweat, judo. Teach their own. Love ya. Too positive is actually insane. Oh, wow.
And you're fooling yourself if you don't believe it. You're killing yourself if you don't believe it. Get up, get up, get back on your feet. You're the one they can't beat, and you know it. Come on,
Bro.
let's see what you got. Just take your best shot and don't blow it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The synth work has maybe been some of the strongest synth. I mean, I don't know. Yes was up there, but this is nice. This acoustic run's nice too. Bro. I'm really impressed with the synth work here. I think between hearing what Yes did with the synth and hearing what Styx has done with the synth, especially in the last two songs, like I feel like they definitely have so far kind of represented to me the strongest of the synth carriers in the realm. Like Rush is fun in the realm of prog, like just so far as I've experienced it, right? Like Rush has been fun. Like I enjoy the Rush stuff, but the way that the synth takes the lead and then kind of blends in with this sort of pastoral sounding or like earthy sounding acoustic guitar, it's very much like the forest meets the like the server. And it's kind of a cool concept, like you have this very whimsical ethereal sci-fi thing happening, like it's like I don't know, good stuff, dude. I definitely like the synth work is really standing out, but honestly, it's the lyricism as well. I think the context of the grand illusion and fooling yourself, like just for killing yourself, like I didn't expect a song like "The Angry Young Man" to have been such an overarchingly positive message, and I really like that that's the case. I don't mind. Again, I think that you have to have a balancing act. I think some people spend all of their time listening to sad music and they find themselves feeling perpetually sad. Um, and I feel like that is arguably more, more unhealthy than being perpetually happy. And, say what you will, different people deal with different things in any which way. But I don't think that there's a problem with embracing happiness and positivity. That's just my kind of 2 cents on the matter. But I think music is a spectrum. I think art is a spectrum. And I think, in those things, we absolutely, need to consider the full spectrum of art, not just one side or the other. There are songs that are gut wrenching that are beautiful and heartbreaking, just the same as there are songs that can make you cry because they make you happy. Either which way. Gonna run an ad real quick. Be right back. We're hopping back on in. BRB. I mean, we back. Okay, we should be good to go. And all right, dude, going optimal. Thank you so friggin' much. I shouldn't be muted now. I shouldn't be muted. Am I muted? I shouldn't be muted. We should be better. Not muted. Good. Okay, guys, let's hop back into it. Superstars. Also, it occurs to me that I've never actually critically listened to "Come Sail Away." I've only really ever heard it in commercial context in South Park. Tommy song with a spoken part from DeYoung. Okay. Whoa. Guitarmony. Okay. This riff, dude.
See you read about me in the papers. You've seen me on the movie screen. You know everything there is to know about me. I'm your late night fantasy. But don't think I can't hear you calling from the shadow of the 14th
Whoa.
'Cause I've had the same dreams you've had just a few short years ago, and that's why I know.
Wow, this chorus is awesome. It came out 7/7/77. Night, Donnie. Love you, Maine.
We'll just close our eyes and we'll become my fantasy.
I hated seeing Donnie go. I hated seeing Donnie go. I see what you did there. The guitarmonies. Bro. Sorry, there's a fly. I'm sorry. You got me dead on the sure comment. That was really good, dude. That was really good. Really quick and slick. That was really good, dude. One to two times a week on my work radio, tuned to classic rock. So you're sick. Yeah, Come Sail Away. Is that the next song? Is Superstar also... I want to comment on the fact that the guitarmony's completely ripped, right? Like that. It was kind of like they were playing in, I think... I don't know. I think thirds for some of it, but then not for others, which was super cool. So it kind of had like a little like a Boston tone, but then it sounded distinctly itself with the synth layering. I just don't. I feel like recency bias is making me say I like it better than Yes right now, but it's just different. I don't want to say it's better because they both just stand out as works of their own. Two guitarists. That's what you got when you got three guitars. Two guitars. Yeah. Gotcha. This is super cool. And again, just the comment on like how people view superstars and superstars are people. It's almost like Styx being superstar status. And what album was this of theirs while I'm thinking about it? Let me head over to their discography. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. So this is album number 7. So yeah, I mean, they've definitely had some time to like fine tune their sound here. And definitely had time to prove that they were superstars. And I think maybe at this point they're just commenting on the fact that like, dudes, our lives are still the same. You know what I mean? Like we're still dealing with it. Like we have muck too. But you can do better. You can overcome. Like we did it. It's really cool. I really love the overarching positivity kind of woven through the lyricism, and when you have this big encouraging voice, kind of backed by power ballad sounds, it's really interesting. It does lack some of the raw lyrical, huge, explorative depth that maybe Yes has. But I think they're doing different things. I don't think that they're necessarily designed to be compared to one another. I don't think music is designed to be compared anyways. I think it's fair to say that this rips super hard, no matter how good Yes was or is. And they both are great standalone. I guess I comment on a lot of it because, like, when you hear these things within prog, I think everywhere you look, you see the conversation of who's better and why. But this is just distinctly good. It's virtuosic. It's encouraging. It's uplifting, and I think that in and of itself makes it special, regardless of who people speculate is better. I'm just enjoying the frig out of the journey, honestly. And this is one I'm really excited to actually like read. Like actually see the lyrics and take in, and not just see it for what the media in my 33 years of life have made it.
I'm sailing away.
Such a cool piano
Set
part.
an open course for the virgin sea. 'Cause I've got to be free. Free to face a life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore.
Oh, wow.
And I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try to carry on.
Really, really cool, uplifting thing. Again, when you see this for the lyrics, I'm sailing away, set an open course for the Virgin Sea, because I've got to be free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try to carry on. Wow. When you read it like that, it just... Wow. The synth work, too.
Look to the sea. Reflections in the waves spark my memory. Some happy, some sad. I think of childhood friends and the dreams we had.
Very introspective. Soaked in imagery, too. Love that.
So the story goes, but somehow we missed out on the pot of gold. But we'll try best that we can. Decay.
Also, before I let them rip it away with that, this idea that, like, you think of childhood friends and the dreams you had, and that you lived happily ever, so the story goes, but you missed out on the pot of gold. That's really cool to me. Like, just because you didn't get the things you dreamt of when you were a kid doesn't mean you didn't live happily ever after. It's a huge comment on the power of perspective.
Carry on.
And this is, like, I think what most people hear when they hear "Come Sail Away," right? Like,
A gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said. They said, "Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with
this is huge, man.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail
You hear the tapping?
Come sail away with me, babe. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away.
Maybe it's just hammer on some pull-offs? There's so much more to this song than I'd ever given it credit. I never actually just sat and listened to it with headphones. This is a sonic soundscape if I have ever heard one. Like, you've got the guitar tapping in the background. You've got these, like, whew, kind of synthy sounds. Like, you've got these huge harmonies. The bass line, every instrument has a feature. Like, and it's pronounced really hard. Like, it's definitively pronounced.
Come sail away, come sail away with me, babe. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
How many people are harmonizing? Definitely like the frog kind of transition-y thing, but they transition in different ways. The flute sounds super nice. Is anybody else listening to this for the first time critically with me? When you live that moment, I'm gonna let it go back. That was nice. Hey, thank you for the follow. Man. How's it going, Com? Welcome to the Brewskis, homie.
I thought that there were angels, up to my surprise. We climbed aboard our starship. We headed for the skies.
We headed for the skies.
We headed for the skies. Come sail away, come sail away.
What up, Kenya?
Away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
Oh! Oh. This had so much more character to it than I'd ever imagined. This, like, it really had so much character to it. Like, I heard it. It's still fading. Listen to that. I'm gonna go. Listen to the squealing guitar in the back. I see what you did there, Gary. The squeals in the back, dude. This is nice. Like, I really did. It's so much more of a song than I'd ever given it credit. I mean, truly. I mean, yeah, they're board fading the frig out of this song. Like, we're talking, I don't know. What was that? Like 15 seconds of like dead silent board fade? That was maybe the biggest beef I've got with that song. We did not need this. Like, they really board faded it. Like, and these guys are awesome at what they do. Gotta fill up that 8-track set. Yeah, fair enough. Also, look at how psychedelic this album cover is, dude. Look at, like, what somebody riding a psychedelic synthwave horse, that's a face, but that's a body, and that's a horse's head. I Yeah, I don't know. Positive band named after a river in hell. That is something I hadn't considered until you just said this. Until you just said that, I had not considered the juxtaposition of the fact that Styx is a river in hell, and that this has been some of the most positively uplifting music I've heard ever. Huh. Bro. Good comment. Good friggin' comment. I'm Miss America. And what is up, Rusted Demon? Happy to have you. Woo. It's like 8-bit game music here. Bro. Listen to that. And then you had that little that harmonic pick on the guitar there. Right there. Tasteful and elegant. Whoa. This is the same band that does Renegade, huh? That guitar. Why do I feel like he's about to shake me all night long? You know? Why do I feel like hell's bells are ringing? Like, is anybody else hear TNT exploding? Like, I'm not trying to say I have big balls or anything, I'm just thunderstruck. Immediately more digestible to me than I think AC/DC is. Not that I'm dunking on our boys from down under. I'm just saying, maybe, honestly, maybe I'm not giving AC/DC a fair enough shake, because I don't know that I can say I've heard more than their hits either. But their hits remind me of some of the sounds here, some of the vocalists' take, for sure. But in fairness, I can't necessarily say that's a comparison I feel comfortable making too much. Fair enough. These synths are huge. Honestly, I really feel like David Byrne's synth sound, like the synth sounds. I shouldn't say David Byrne. I should say the Talking Heads. I feel like we observed Bernie Worrell making very similar synth noises in Stop Making Sense. Which obviously happened years later, but that particular synth run made me think of Girlfriend Knows Better. What is that? Is that what the one I'm thinking of? This rips so hard. Super riff oriented with a fat lead. Your cage at the human zoo. They all stop to look at you. Man. Is this a comment on flaunting women? I'm interested to know what your take is on this one. This wasn't my favorite on the album by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know that it was necessarily moving to me. I liked the vibe. I liked the solo. Just wasn't my favorite on the album. It's hard to follow up Come Sail Away, I think, though, because I love that. I see why it's the big song that it is. Oh, dude, your dog peed on the floor? That sucks. Yeah, I could totally see how that would just wail live. But, it just, again, it wasn't one that, I see what it's saying. I'm not disagreeing with it. I don't know. I felt like they just had stronger punch me in the face moments throughout this album with their messages. Man in the Wilderness. Is that like a match I just heard? What? Was it a match? Or am I to believe, is that a record needle dropping?
Another year has passed me by. Still I look at myself and cry.
Wow.
What kind of man have I become?
Whoa.
All of the years I've spent in search of myself, and I'm still in the dark 'cause I can't seem to find the light alone.
This is an interesting question. I was watching Long Strange Trip, the Grateful Dead documentary again, and the tour manager made this very interesting comment on how Americans are pretty unique in that we seek out to find America or discover America, right? Um, and I found myself sitting here listening to this song and just asking myself, like, do a lot of people try to find themselves as well? Is it like, and they were commenting on how, like, most people don't seek out to find the UK or like to find China, right? But we seek out to find America here because Americans are just that kind of people. We romanticize so many things. Do people try to find themselves? Is that a concept outside of America? Like, and answer that any which way you'd like to. If you're not in America, I'm interested. Like, are people out there trying to find Australia or discover Australia? Like, you know?
Sometimes I feel like a man in the wilderness. I'm a lonely soldier off the war, sent away to die, never quite knowing why. Sometimes it makes no sense at all. It makes no sense at all.
Tommy Shaw wrote the emotionally deep acoustic ballad Man in the Wilderness after watching a Kansas performance in Detroit, which they had played as an opening act. He called it epic, unlike any presentation of rock music I'd ever experienced. To go that big opened up all kind of ideas in my mind, and the next time I was alone with my acoustic, the song more or less unfolded itself. Super nice. Yes, I would also agree, very prog. Love that tone.
10,000 people look my way, but they can't see the way that I feel. Nobody even cares to try. I spend my life and sell my soul on the road, and I'm still in the dark. 'Cause
Wow.
I can't seem to find the light alone. Sometimes I feel like a man in the wilderness. I'm a lonely sailor lost at sea, drifting with the tide, never quite knowing why. Sometimes it makes no sense at all.
Whoa.
Look at me now, I'm a man with emotions.
That was nice.
I'm dying of thirst in the ocean.
These synths are just really good. go. Bro. This is Stain. Listen to this go! Whoa.
Sometimes I feel like a man.
I kind of want to hear that again. It goes from huge to just like almost nothing. Just to create a dynamic.
Sometimes I feel like a man in the wilderness. I'm a lonely soldier all through.
Dude. Yeah, that was great.
Never quite knowing why. Sometimes it makes no sense. Sometimes it makes no sense. Sometimes it makes no sense Makes no sense at
The vocalist here is great. I really enjoyed this one. The prog vibe behind it, the imagery used, I was really, really about it. Two songs to go, and it seems like the grand finale is kind of more of a fizzler. This has been really good. Definitely worth giving Styx another listen after this. I mean, even through what I've just heard, I'd probably start back at the beginning. I mean, again, it's had enough for me. On Come Sail Away alone, I would listen to another album for sure. I feel like we're at Bowser's Castle right now. The crescendo-y stuff is so nice.
Down near the bay, where the moonlit water falls, I stood alone while the minstrel
Very 8 to 16 bit for sure.
so afraid I lost my soul. There in the dark, the song kept calling me, leading me on.
The bass line kind of carrying this thing.
Deep in my heart, a voice kept echoing. I knew I'd soon be wandering. Far beyond these castle walls.
The chonky guitar in the back. Castlevania, okay. I would be interested to see what their display of live performance is. I truly would. That little jazzy run there. Oh. Garrett, I hadn't considered that until you said that. I'm interested. Everybody get what Garrett just typed. Answer it in the YouTube comments or the chat. Whoa! The ominous here. You got it building up in the back with the low synth. Dude. These, like... I almost feel like this kind of started a lot of, like, kind of alternative, like, industrial sounds. Has a little bit of a... They have such cool use of dynamics. My chair started just twisting, so I was trying to keep up with the mic. But the way that they just dropped that, you have these, like, kind of chill... tingly, like chill giving synth sounds, right? That create this massive atmosphere. You've got these bells. Yo, V Sharp Game. Thank you so much for the follow, you actual Bamp. And by the way, B Mansky, welcome to the Rooskies, homie. Welcome. Love you. Happy to have you by. No, seriously though, the way that it drops from this huge thing right down into bop. That being the sound of tintibulation just into a bass. Into like guitar harmonies with the synth. Kind of reminds me of like an Alex Lifeson riff. I'm not even familiar with that. Boards of Canada. Maybe. Not to my knowledge, though. Ooh. Love that guitar tone, dude. Doo-doo-doo. Dude. I don't know, mods. Do I have Boards of Canada lined up in the hopper or anything? You hear the pulsating synth there just decaying, by the way? And this is the last one, the grand finale. The panning bass there being plucked with a pick. Wow.
So if you think your life is complete confusion,
They're being self-referential to the earlier part of the album.
'cause you never's got it made. Please, please, it's strange. And deep inside we're all the same. You're the same.
Yeah. This has been a worthy album, dudes. This has been lovely. This is a great album. I will listen to more Styx. I don't know if I'm going to do a full catalog, but I will listen to more Styx. This was good. The only song I wasn't particularly moved by was Miss America. I think I just like prog as a genre. I think the more I've gotten into this, the more I'm finding I just like prog as a genre. I'm not going to go comparing it immediately off the top of my head. I want to give it a few more listens, but I don't necessarily want to give it a ranking. I enjoyed different things about it. I think it's funny because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, of all of the prog I've listened to, like Genesis or Yes or Rush or now Styx, yeah, like when I think about them, they all have such distinctly different vibes. Toll, right? They've all got such distinctly different sounds. King Crimson, they all bring something wildly different to the table and have some of the most amazing casts of musicians ever. And I think that there is plenty you could pick apart about any of them. Like some of them are too, like imaginative. Some of them are too like dark. Some of them are too light. Some of them are, they lean too much on synth. Others lean too much in guitar. Others have songs that are too long. Others are too short to even be considered prog. Whatever the case may be. But I think what makes these bands each interesting is that you can tell that they were all kind of innovative. And if you've listened to music that came out after them, you can kind of hear who was inspired by these bands and how far their reaches went. And especially in hearing this, like when you hear Come Sail Away in the context of the album, it means something deeper, certainly. And when you listen to it and you read the words and you follow along with what the song actually is and means, it's a much bigger experience. I think Styx is one of those bands that gets dunked on because people used to dunk on them, and so many people like would be critical of them that so many other people just didn't even bother giving it a shot. I think it should absolutely be given more credit than it seems to have been given. And like I said, I'm absolutely going to listen to another one. I'm interested. Should I start chronologically if I decide to do a journey, or is this like, or do they have definitive like, no, skip this, go straight to this album? If you're a Styx fan, definitely let me know. For those of you that listened along for the first time, what did you guys think? I'm definitely interested. I enjoyed the frig out of it. That was a great album. That was a really great album. Not life-changing to me. It wasn't a favorite album, but it's a great album. Definitely one where I'm saying I've listened to the band more, for sure. Absolutely, yes. Not one that I'm like, oh my gosh, that just changed my life. But definitely one where I'm like, we need to listen to more of these guys. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. I love you. Bye.